Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another movie theory. This is going to be how is Jay still part of the Men in Black if K died before meeting him? So yeah, this is going to basically going to encompass the Men in Black franchise. To be more specific, Men in Black 3 and a small portion of Men in Black 1. So yeah, but before I actually get into the theory, I do want to say that I do want to say that I am going to be converting the movie theory series I have here on my channel. I'm going to be converting it into a regular series. I'm going to be uploading one movie theory every week on Friday. So yeah, I know that when this comes up, it's going to be Saturday. Um, but I had a lot of stuff going on, but for the most part, it will be on Fridays. So yeah. So basically, in this theory, I'm going to be talking about as to how Jay or Will Smith's character Agent J, is part of the Men in Black not franchise, Men in Black organization within the franchise, within the movies. So yeah, many people have theorized as to how is this possible, and I found some that make some sense. Now, one of them, which doesn't really make that much sense, but I do want to throw it in there because many people seem to believe it, is that Jay was always destined to be part of the Men in Black organization no matter what. I find this to be a bit ridiculous because, granted, Jay did have his skills, but I don't. I think the situation would have to present itself for him to actually be part of the Men in Black organization. Because if you remember from the first movie, Jay had to chase down this alien, and Kay happened to see all that going down. Um, Now, by this logic, if he was destined, that means he really wouldn't have needed to chase down an alien theoretically, or maybe he would, but and also you'd have to have another secret agent within the premises or something. Now, this kind of goes, and this after that it kind of just disperses into other several theories. One that, well, I'm just gonna keep it to basics. We do know that the Men in Black do spy a lot, so it's possible that there are several cameras within New York to possibly capture whatever Jay does. Also, many people could be part of the Men in Black organization, so it's not too wild to assume that Jay has always been destined to be part of the Men in Black organization, but it's a bit far fetched, but with the right added touches, it does make sense. So yeah, so I mean that does work with K out of the equation. With cameras and maybe some other agents, someone else could have recruited him. That does make sense. Now, the more popular theory is that is this. Um, at the end of Men in Black 3, we see Agent K talking to a little African boy. His name is James. He's African, and he has the same watch or stopwatch as Agent J. So we're to assume that this is Agent J. And also, if you remember from the first film, his name is James. Agent J is called James, and the little boy was called James. Okay, now here's the more popular theory. Um, Agent Agent K at some point died, but Agent K at some point died. Agent J was able to figure out enough about his work to convince the people there to recruit him, and that's how he's part of Men in Black. Men in Black organization. Now, the only plot hole is that the only thing I find a problem is that at the time that Agent K would die, Agent J will have to be old enough to have some kind of common sense. So I would think that he'd have to die between after he's 10 years old. So it is possible that he and people do argue that Agent K theoretically did die of unknown causes, and Agent J was, ever so slowly or subtly, or however they want to word it, um, was finding out enough info up to the point that, up until the point that J went to the organization, basically asked him for a job, did prove himself, and he got the job. Now, that too makes sense. Now, another question many people have, though, is how is J able to remember K? That's because of one of two things. One, because he knew for Agent K for 10 or more years. But the thing is, many people believe that he died during Cape Canaveral, so that would mean that K would have theoretically disappeared or gone missing after the Cape Canaveral incident. So that's when a certain quote from the movie comes in, and that means you were there. And this was said by the druggie dealer guy from the TV store, and basically he says that to Will Smith before he jumps off the Chrysler building. Uh, Basically how many people interpret it is that Jay, he's the one character that, depending on how K would have interacted with him, would have changed the whole space-time continuum, and alternated all the futures and all that. If you guys know what I mean, if he did one thing, he would have gone to one future. If he did another thing, he would have gone to another future, and so forth. So many people interpret as J the piece that could change time itself within that time frame. So many people believe that that's the reason as to why K is why he first off is able to remember K, and second off is able to be part of the Men in Black organization. Now, this theory is a bit confusing. It is kind of mind bending at times, and it is a bit confusing. But you do have to kind of wrap your head around it. But when actually thinking about it, and I recommend you guys, if you guys want to test this theory out, try writing all the facts down so you could kind of get an idea as to what the hell is actually going on, because there's just two different theories really going on there. So those are two theories I found, the two most popular theories I found out as to why Agent J is still part of the Men in Black organization. Some people also say that that Jay, once he was old enough to possibly apply, they rejected him, and he blackmailed him, and said he's just gonna tell them to the government or the news media, and that's why he became part of the Men in Black organization, which is another possible theory, but again, kind of iffy. So yeah, those are the theories. All the theories I found, or at least all the plausible theories that actually make sense. So yeah, that's basically it for now. And as I said before, my movie theory not franchise, my movie theory series will now be a weekly thing, going every Friday. So do stay for do be tuned in for that. Besides that, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie theories, movie reviews, comic book reviews, TV reviews, and yeah, besides that, also comment down below, let me know on your thoughts on this theory. Again, it is a bit confusing, so sorry if I did confuse you. And besides that, are there any other theories you think I should do in the future? Comment all that down below. And what are your thoughts on the Men in Black franchise overall? And which is your favorite Men in Black movie? Mine will have to be the first one. So yeah, besides that, subscribe, comment down below, share this video on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. Oh, and like this video, and that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.